at it again, and today's topic of discussion is Speaker of the House. Now, obviously, Kevin McCarthy is slotted to be Speaker of the House. I mean, everyone's speculating that it's going to be him. I don't really know a whole lot about Kevin McCarthy as of yet, so I'm still learning about Kevin. But I pose a question to you all. Who do you think should be Speaker? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. But anyway, like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Make sure you are following me on social media too. All of those links are down below in the description box. And with that being said, let's dive in.
So what happens when the GOP can't get together and decide on a speaker? Does that mean it will be the death for the GOP agenda of secure borders and energy independence? Is there a plan B if McCarthy doesn't make it? Right now, it doesn't seem so. Will the GOP agenda fall apart before it starts? Let's ask Florida Congressman Byron Donalds, who joins me now. So, Congressman, we've got at least five Republicans in the House who are in the never McCarthy camp. We have 15 Republicans today who sent a letter who are from Biden districts that Biden won, saying they will only vote for Kevin McCarthy. And we're 5 days away from the next Congress. So what's going on?
Well, actually, what's happening now is there's a real discussion about how Republicans, one, are going to organize, and two, how we're going to lead and what does Congress actually look like. We all know the portions of the agenda that must be solved, the border, the investigations. We all get that. But one of the key issues we have in America is that Congress is fundamentally broken. And the reason it's fundamentally broken is because too much power resides in the hands of the Speaker of the House. That's not an anti-Kevin McCarthy statement. That's a reality of what happens in Washington, D.C. So there are members who want to see a devolving of that power in the Speaker's office into the hands of the members. So the members who are elected by their constituency actually have the ability to do the job they were sent to Washington to do. One of the issues about our southern border, the reason why it's such a catastrophe, is because Congress has abdicated their authority through the budget process and given it all to the president. The omnibus package that just passed a week ago, in that bill, Congress is now precluded until next September to do something about it. So what certain members want to see are rules changes, which in my view are legitimate rules changes. So we have a bottom-up process in the House of Representatives so the business of the American people can actually be done in a constitutional and appropriate way.
So it sounds like getting power out of the Speaker's office down to the committee chairs is a bargaining chip for people to get behind Leader McCarthy. But what about the other side of it? Some Republicans arguing that if you don't get behind Kevin McCarthy's speakership, you're actually giving Democrats an opportunity to gain even more power than they have today, but especially with that slim majority for Republicans.
I don't really get too much into that. That's all, that's puff talk. At the end of the day, Republicans are going to get together. We're going to pick a speaker. The leader in the clubhouse is Kevin McCarthy. Make no mistakes about that. He's the leader in the clubhouse, but you got to close that deal. I do not believe that there are Republicans in our conference, whether they're moderate Republicans or conservative Republicans, that are going to cede power to the Democrats. The other thing to keep note of, last Congress, Nancy Pelosi was down 32.
I hope he is right about that. I hope he is right, okay? Because I think there are quite a few rhinos in our midst that would be more than willing to hand it over to the left. More than willing to hand it over. So I hope Byron is correct. Now, from the limited knowledge that I have of Byron, and we've checked out Byron before right here on the channel, he seems like a stand-up guy. So I'm going to take his word. But whoo, am I a little afraid. Let's dive back in.
To the Democrats. The other thing to keep note of, last Congress, Nancy Pelosi was down 32 votes before the speaker vote was taken, and she closed that deal. I anticipate Kevin McCarthy is going to close the deal. But for Republicans to say that, we're going to give power to the Democrats, that's just not going to happen. I don't see that happening at all.
So are you voting for Kevin McCarthy, or do you have another candidate?
No, I'm going to vote for him. But at the same time, what I want to see is a speaker who lets the members actually work, run bills, work with the appropriating committees and the committee chairs to have a bottom-up process. That is the way Congress should be functioning and should work. What I witnessed my first 2 years in Congress was Nancy Pelosi pushed every bill out of her office. It wound up on the floor. The members were called in to vote yes or no. That is not legislating. That is not the way the People's House is supposed to work. They can do whatever they want in the Senate, but the House of Representatives is the people's body, and it needs to operate accordingly.
Well, we'll see if those McCarthy holdouts will take that as a valid argument to vote for him to get him across the finish line. Congressman Byron Donalds will be watching on Tuesday. Good to see you.
Hold on, how many did she say we're holding out? Let me run this back from the top.
For the GOP agenda of secure borders and energy independence, is there a plan B if McCarthy doesn't make it? Right now, it doesn't seem so. Will the GOP agenda fall apart before it starts? Let's ask Florida Congressman Byron Donalds, who joins me now. So, Congressman, we've got at least 5 Republicans in the House who are in the never McCarthy camp.
Okay, so 5. It was 5. I was going to say, I know she had said it, but I couldn't remember the number. So 5 never McCarthy folks. I wonder who those 5 are. And once again, I pose the question to you guys. Who do you think should be the speaker? I don't know necessarily enough. I thought I did. Apparently I don't. Because I've seen some and heard some things from Kevin that I didn't think that he would say. I thought Kevin was a lot closer to Mitch in terms of, you know, his rhetoric and, you know, how he thought. But from what I heard him say recently, I was like, oh, maybe he's not so much in line with Mitch. I don't know. I don't know what to think at this point. Okay, I really don't. I need to check out some more things from Kevin McCarthy, listen to, you know, some more of his speeches, and just watch this whole thing play out, I guess. I mean, I don't know. A lot more information I'm going to need before I can, you know, really give an assessment on what I think about Kevin. Now, obviously, just on its surface, there are some people that I would prefer, you know, people that I kind of already feel like I know well enough to, you know, push out there. A guy like Jim Jordan, I wouldn't mind. Okay. You guys can let me know what you think about Jim Jordan. I've seen Jim Jordan a lot all over the place, and I feel like he does a great job of knowing when to hold them and knowing when to fold them. It's something that I've always talked about the left being good at. Knowing when to hold the cards close to the chest, okay, you know, and stay silent, and knowing when to, you know, divvy those cards out. I feel like the left has been really good at that, and I don't know. I feel like Jim Jordan's pretty good at it as well. But that's just my humble opinion. Like I said, I'm new to this. Okay, I'm still new. It's been a while. It's still been less than a year since this journey began. Wow, it feels like it's been a year, but it's not even close to being a year yet. Not even close, which is just crazy to even think about. The amount of videos we've checked out in that time, insane. Probably hundreds of videos at this point. Hundreds. Well, no, not even probably. I know it's been hundreds. What am I talking about? I know it's been hundreds. But like I said, I still have a lot more to learn. So I don't necessarily feel comfortable, you know, putting a stamp, you know, an official stamp on anyone. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys think should be the Speaker of the House? And if Kevin does become Speaker, do you think he will be a good one? Or do you think he is a rhino? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.